Thirds are a fundamental building block in Western music. And you can see this just purely if you look at how chords are constructed. So for example, if I play in C major, if I play C and then the third above C is E, so that's C, D, E, and then the third above E is G, I have the three notes that make a C major chord, also known as root, third and fifth, 1, 3 and 5. And I can keep extending this, so third above 5 is 7, and that gives me a 7th chord. I could keep going, third above 7 is 9, so that gives me a 9, and obviously I can create 11ths and 13ths and the rest of it, and then the 15th is a C again. But what this means is that thirds are going to appear a lot in any music that you play. So it makes sense to be acquainted with them, to be able to play scales in thirds, and to just get familiar with them. And so that's what I want to focus on this week. So what I've done is I've created a PDF so you can download it, and really all that is the 3 notes per string scale shapes, but worked out so you can see every other note. So I've alternated between black and white for each dot going up the neck. So that may help you visualize how you go about playing these. But let me zoom in and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm in G major and I'm going to play the 3 notes per string pattern. So there's my first one around that 3rd fret. But what I'm going to do is play every other note so it sounds like this. And you can see this is actually following that 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 type pattern that I've talked about in quite a few videos now. It's really quite important to learn how to play these because they crop up all over the place. And of course there are 2 roots across the neck in any position, which I've tried to show in the PDF, which is all the black dots in the PDF, and then playing 1 note on the root instead of 2. We'll place the other pattern in that same position. And then I move on to the next position, and you find that the black notes in this position are exactly the same notes as the white notes in the previous position. But anyway, I just keep doing that and work my way all the way up to the 12th fret when I'm playing the octave again. And just like I mentioned in my previous video, actually, I don't just play across the neck. What I do like to do, work on triplets or groups of 4 as well, just to give me something that I can use and incorporate with other scale shapes as well. So it's worth getting familiar with these because they'll crop up again and again in the music that you play. But also, if you're improvising, they're a great way of just breaking out of playing scales up and down all the time. So it's worth getting under your hands, it's worth developing the motor skills to be able to play them. So if you have any questions, then please feel free to ask. If you want me to elaborate on anything else as well, just raise it in the comments and I'll see what I can do for you. Otherwise, we'll chat next time. Goodbye.